let me ask y'all. Like, let's keep the conversation evolving. When you actually have children and you married, whose life like changes first?
The woman.
Definitely the woman.
Obviously, right? Obviously.
Yeah.
So, at what is it that a man should be compromising when he has a child to a woman? To a woman.
Well,
From the woman's perspective, what is something that you think? Since y'all didn't understand what I was saying. From a woman's
because I'm a
perspective,
father.
from a woman's perspective, what do you expect a man to compromise or change about his lifestyle once a child becomes, like once you get pregnant, basically?
Oh, once you get pregnant? Well, I was gonna say after the child comes, because sometimes men like to come home and just wind down.
Even when the child
sometimes he likes to men are different, but like some would like to play video games, or some like to chill in the room, or go outside for a bit, like have his own time after he comes home from work. But the lady's like, I've been with this kid all day. Now that you're home, do something. You know what I'm saying? And it's hard for us to like kind of see it as like, oh, he's had a hard day at work too, because it's like, oh, finally a break from the kids. Take this kid so I can like breathe, So she's trying to have her wind down time. So that's usually the biggest issue is like, you can't have your wind down time because I need mine. So sometimes we want him to compromise.
I feel like
it's hard
To agree with I'm gonna add on to what Esther said.
Definitely, brother.
What you call it? My sister told me this. My older sister, and she said that when she got pregnant and everything like that, and got married, it doesn't matter how hard of a day that the husband had at work, because once you come home, that's a whole different ministry. So therefore, it doesn't matter.
But what if a boy tired though?
It doesn't matter.
What if a boy tired?
No, it doesn't matter because here's the thing. Here's the thing. I'm gonna tell you.
Construction work tired.
Here's the thing this is what my sister said, right? And I ain't gonna lie to you, I don't really normally agree with my older sister, but she made sense. She said because you have to understand when you dealing with your co-workers or whatever, and your employer and all that, that's between y'all. When you come home, you have a duty to do. You feel what I'm saying? You got to make sure your wife is straight. Even if you're dead tired, bro, this is what you signed up for, bro.
What if he carrying bricks on his head and stuff?
It is what it is.
It depends on the job as well. You know what I'm trying to tell you? Some job, bro, is grueling, bro. You in the sun, you in the roof. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, it'll take all the energy out of you. You know what I'm saying? What? Come on, bro. You never been in the sun working, fam? All right, bro.
I'll give him a little slack, especially if you let's say you're a stay-at-home mom. Just a little,
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Stay up for like an hour or two.
Well, I'm not saying the dude not supposed to go, mess with the jit or whatnot. Of course, have your quality time with your jit.
But here's the thing, though, bro.
You wouldn't be waiting till 5 o'clock. All right, he about to be home.
Yeah,
30 minutes.
throw the jit at him as soon as he walk in the door. You know what I'm saying? You can't do that, dude.
He's 10 minutes late getting home.
What about you?
But that's where the compromise come in, because then you put the baby to sleep, knowing he's gonna come home, so that when he comes home, he has time to take a little rest. Baby wakes up.
If it was that easy.
That's perfect right there.
Okay, that's fine. I can rock with that. That's fine.
What were you? I know
Baby
you've been
sleep
trying
when
to
I
say
get
I know it's not always.
That's
like
okay. I get time.
But the thing is,
Hold on, no, let's get Nisha in there. What's up, Nisha? See what she was making.
No, I ain't.
not compromise, bro. That's what I was gonna say.
We compromising the conversation so you can jump in. What's up?
I like that. Compromise.
that's all you had to say.
All right, go now, because
All I was compromise.
Okay.
But no, on the real though,
I forgot, man.
that's fair. What y'all saying? Baby sleep, and then afterwards, the daddy come through and all that. But there's been situations where it wasn't even like that. As soon as I've seen it happen. As soon as daddy came home, yo, she get to breathe, bro. You feel what I'm saying? Especially when the baby's a newborn, bro. All that crying and that going, but she's going through it, bro. Listen, I understand you're working hot in the hot sun, bro. But listen, bro, you're married, you have a child, bro. At the end of the day, bro, you got to make sure we put sweat PT to lie.
Nah, after 3 months, fam, it gets easier, whoa. You have a little schedule for the jit to sleep and stuff like that. So you thinking that
just like the same schedule.
it's you. It's not. You can't say the jit have a schedule, bro. You make this. That's real for being and
Are we only talking about
you feel what I'm
when
saying?
the baby is here?
Yeah.
Are we?
that was my example.
Yeah.
Are we also talking about when the baby is in your wife's stomach?
And I think once the woman gets pregnant, both people start to adjust. Because I don't think you're supposed to just wait cold turkey. Baby here. Oh, now we gotta stop. Nah.
And women
you got
be
9
faking.
minutes.
What you mean?
Oh yeah,
Sorry, they're on TikTok. Let me talk to you. I seen a TikTok,
I
right?
ain't faking, dog.
Go ahead.
when the women, don't get me wrong. I know when y'all pregnant, it's hard because y'all got something heavy in there. You feel what I'm saying?
I don't know. I've never been pregnant.
Well, I'm just saying though, from what I see, I seen like the TikTok. It showed me the lady. She's over there doing cartwheels and stuff when the husband at work and stuff with the jet in the stomach. Like as soon as buddy cut, she can't move. Baby, hit me up, pick me up and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So like, I feel like they play. You know what I'm saying?
But she cool though. She cool for doing that, man.
Nah, that's great.
She cool for doing that. Give it to her. She
probably flexible and been able to do that.
No, I'm just saying, that's how she finessing her. You know what I'm saying?
It ain't right.
I get it.
You can't knock it.
Early on.
Every situation is different though. Like we're literally talking about gender roles, but we're not talking about the fact that there are sometimes people that get pregnant and they don't have that significant other that's there for them. So they gotta provide for themselves and be all figures to, be there for their child.
She
when
had
the
bad
child
vagina
comes,
management.
Yep. Let me see that.
Hey.
Bad vagina
you
management.
cannot blame the woman.
Bad vagina management.
Yeah, what are you talking about?
Bad for JJ management.
Facts. Women.
What do you mean?
Bro, his
Women should know.
Go ahead, cuz.
A man, dog, like, well, I ain't gonna say they should
That's
know
not
a man.
true,
But
though.
look, this is what I'm saying.
Because men move fugazi too,
you
though.
can see the quality of a man. You should
There
not
you go.
You should not be giving yourself up to
That's
being
what I mean.
impregnated by a man.
You
that
did it
don't
Okay,
perfect.
men shouldn't be lying to women. Let's talk about that.
What you mean, start lying to women? Like,
That's why I go
lying like, oh, I love you, I'm gonna take care of you, I'm gonna be there for you. You put it things, but you put it things in the female head.
A lot of women.
No, that's not even right. You can't say that.
No, not even that. But listen, some guys are so good with just being persistent.
Responsibility too,
That's
though.
the whole point of having a relationship with God, the Holy Spirit.
Right, to help. Yes,
But y'all
lead you to like.
y'all-
But
We
some
can't
guys are
sit
so
there, but
persistent
I
with
ain't gonna
their
lie
lying.
to, but look, I cannot.
And God's persistent with His truth.
I can't say that women are this naive or ignorant. Like for y'all to even be saying that it's the man's fault for finessing y'all.
I'm just saying,
y'all be ignoring
You gotta
intuitions
listen. You
though.
gotta talk
I'm not
about.
saying it's all his fault, but he played a part of it too. I'm
He
just
do.
saying.
Okay.
You're pregnant.
But
That's his
you
fault.
gotta think about generational experiences.
Okay,
Like I can speak about my own experiences where, like, when I look back at my grandmother and my mother, both experiences, my grandmother and my mom dealt with abusive relationships.
Right.
So for me, when I hear a guy say, "Oh, I'll be there for you," after watching my mother go through what she's been through, I'm like, "Ooh, I got a guy to be there for me." Gratefully, I've never had an experience where I've been like, given birth to a child with someone that's been abusive to me. But I have experienced abuse because the guy swore up and down, "I'll be there for you, I rock with you, da 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 da," and keep swearing even after he's done these things. So it's like you can't say a woman needs to be discerning when in reality sometimes there's this thing called generational curses that gets in the way. Granted, there's this thing called breaking generational
Amen.
curses.
Amen.
And then being like, you know
Because-
what, all right, I'm gonna make this choice from here on out.
A lot of the generational curses that a lot of people bring up was ignorance. Like that's the only reason that a lot of people fell into them situations
real.
was
There's a
ignorance.
verse for that.
So our grandparents and our parents, they didn't know no better. But what I'm saying is, if you watched your mother go through a relationship or multiple relationships that were abusive, you yourself have to be able to spot certain characteristics in a man.
Facts.
And when a man comes and he's telling you that you his everything, women, make this guy prove it, bruh.
Yo, Pastor, there's a confirmation here. Because at church, our pastor was preaching, and he was saying that, listen.
That pastor be preaching, boy.
Bro, no, the pastor be preaching, though, bro. No, he was
I
like.
know shit be free. He the only pastor out here preaching, boy.
Bro, listen, you know what he said? He said this. He said, look, he was like, yo, listen, the best thing to do is that you got to surround yourself with older people who got wisdom, people who done been through some stuff before, so they could be like, yo, I've been through that. You don't want to go through that. You feel me, male or female? But the problem is that this generation feel like they know it all.
Yes.
And they feel like, bro, you feel me? They got so much pride that they can't ask somebody.
Our parents were the same. Like that's the generation curse that my young that she's talking about.
Yeah.
Is that know-it-all mindset? But you don't know
I
nothing.
agree.
But sometimes you gotta fall a couple times to learn for yourself.
1,000.
But for what? How many baby daddies have to fall, though?
Everybody has their own
Hey, bro, that's what I'm
experiences.
saying, though, bro. Like, bro, I got a homegirl right now, bro. She still haven't heard the lesson, bro.